My doctors told me I probably have less than a year to live. But my Roblox best friend still thinks I am just too lazy to get out of bed. I never corrected her. I just let her think I was flaky, moody, always tired. My name is Mia. I am 14, and I am that girl who seems antisocial in real life. But that is only because most days I cannot even stand up without feeling like the world is tilting. And the worst part, the only place I feel normal is inside a Roblox lobby, where nobody knows I might not be here next year. It started on a random Tuesday. I was in another hospital stay, lying in this stiff bed with wires stuck to me. My mom had just left to grab food, and the room felt so quiet that it was almost loud. So I opened my laptop and joined Brookhaven. Same avatar as always, pink hoodie, black hair, cat headphones. The version of me that could actually run. I spawned near the fountain and typed in the chat, asking who wanted to hang out. Most people ignored it. Some just spammed emojis. Then this avatar ran up to me. Her name was Lunalights. She jumped and typed, "Cute fit, wanna rob the bank or get ice cream first?" I laughed out loud, like actually laughed with this stupid hospital bracelet on my wrist. We spent the whole game together. Robbing the bank, crashing a roleplay wedding, buying the weirdest houses just to fill them with random stuff. By the end of that session, it felt like I had known her forever. She was funny, kind of chaotic, but not mean chaotic. She typed fast, spammed bro a lot, and kept asking questions about my real life in this casual way that made it feel safe. I did not tell her I was in a hospital bed. I just said I was in my room. She said she was 13, loved drawing and hated math. I decided right there that she was my new favorite person. When I logged off that night, I felt something I had not felt in a while. Excited. And that is exactly when the problem started. The next day, I added her as a friend. She accepted in like 2 seconds. We started playing almost every day. Brookhaven, Adopt Me, Tower of Misery. That name is accurate, by the way, even random story games. We talked in chat nonstop. She told me about drama at school, her annoying brother, her art, her crush on some kid who always borrowed her pens. I told her kind of nothing. I told her about school, even though I had not been there in weeks. I talked about homework I did in a hospital room. I pretended I had just sprained something, and that was why I was always resting. When she asked why I never turned on my mic, I said my parents were strict. When she asked why I was always online super late, I said I was a night owl. Every time I lied, my chest felt heavy. But I kept thinking it is fine, the truth is too much, she will get freaked out, she will leave. In real life, my parents tried to act normal. My mom would bring me my favorite snacks. My dad would joke around and say things like, "Next year, you will be running faster than all your friends." But we all knew what the doctor had said. My disease was rare and stubborn. Treatments helped a little, but not enough. Less than a year. That sentence sat in my brain like a bomb. So instead of thinking about it, I logged into Roblox and ran around as if nothing was wrong. There was only one rule I made for myself. No one in Roblox could ever know. For a while, it actually worked. Luna and I became best friends. We dressed our avatars in matching outfits. We made a sister's house in Brookhaven that we decorated with the most random stuff ever. We did obbies together and rage quit together. It felt like being a normal teenager. Then one day, she typed, "Hey, do you want a FaceTime?" My fingers froze over the keyboard. I stared at my reflection in the dark laptop screen. Messy hair, pale face, hospital bracelet, wires, the whole thing. I typed, "I cannot. My parents would literally kill me if I did that." She sent like 5 shocked emojis. Seriously, that sucks. I joked it away, like always. But something was different after that. She started asking more questions. Why are you always sick? Why do you miss school so much? Why did you say you had a test, and then were online all afternoon? The thing is, when your whole life is appointments and treatments and feeling exhausted, lying is actually stressful. I kept forgetting what fake story I had told her. One time I told her I had soccer practice. The next week she asked how soccer was going. I completely forgot I had said that. I just sat there staring at the screen, heart racing, trying to come up with an answer. "Oh, I quit," I typed. "Coach was too intense." She replied, "That is so random. You were excited about it last time." And that was the moment I realized something. My lies were not protecting her. They were making her think I was flaky, or worse, fake. And then it got worse. A few months later, things with my health dipped again. I had to stay in the hospital longer. The treatments made me feel like I had been run over. Some days, I could not even open my laptop. Luna kept messaging me. "Are you okay? Why are you not joining? Did I do something?" I saw the notifications on my phone, but I did not reply. Every message made me feel more guilty. After almost a week, I finally logged in. I joined Brookhaven, and instantly she appeared next to me, like she had been waiting. Her avatar walked up to mine. She did not dance or spam emojis like she usually did. "You ignored me for 6 days," she typed. "Were you actually busy, or do you just not care anymore?" I felt my throat close up. My eyes started burning. I wanted to type. I was attached to an IV and could barely stay awake. But instead I wrote, "Sorry, I was just tired." She replied instantly, "You are always tired." We walked around in silence for a bit. Even in a game, silence can feel loud. Then she wrote, "You know what is crazy? I tell you everything, literally everything. And I feel like I do not actually know you at all." My eyes filled with tears. I set my laptop aside and covered my face with my hands. I was shaking so much the hospital bracelet rattled. On the screen, my avatar just stood there. Luna's avatar jumped in front of mine, like she was trying to get my attention. She typed one more message. "If you're hiding something, just say that. Because this feels like I do not know, like I do not matter." And that sentence, that hurt more than any needle. The next day, I woke up to a new message from her. "I made a private game. Join later, please." It took me a few hours to even have the energy to sit up, but I did it. I clicked her private game. It loaded into this tiny world she had built. There was a small park, a bench, and a sky full of fake stars. Our avatars spawned next to each other. For a second, neither of us typed anything. Then she wrote, "I will go first. I got scared. I thought you were ghosting me like my old friends did. So I got mad, but I am still worried. Can you please just tell me what is going on?" I stared at those words for so long I could see them even when I blinked. My fingers hovered over the keys. I could lie again. Say I was depressed, or grounded, or just busy. Or I could finally do the thing I was most terrified of. Tell the truth. My hands were shaking as I started typing. "Okay, I'm going to say something and it is going to sound dramatic, but it is not a joke." I paused. My heart was beating so loud, I could hear it over the beeping machine next to me. Then I wrote, "I am in the hospital right now. I am in the hospital a lot. I have a disease that makes me really weak. The doctors said I might not live past this year." I hit enter. I almost threw up instantly. For a full minute, nothing happened. Her avatar just stood there, staring at me. Then the chat popped up. "Is this like a prank?" I typed back quickly. "No, I can send a picture, but it will look really medical and weird, and I did not want to freak you out." She replied, "Send it." So I did. I sent a picture of my wrist with the bracelet, the tubes, the blanket with the hospital logo. My hand looked so small and pale that it did not even feel like mine. There was another long pause. Then the messages started coming in fast. "Oh my God. Why did you not tell me? How long have you known? Are you okay right now? Are you alone?" I told her everything. Not every medical detail, just the basics. That I had been sick for a long time. That the treatments helped, but not enough. That the doctors had said, less than a year, months ago. That I did not tell her, because I did not want our friendship to turn into a sad thing. When I finished, there was another pause. Then she wrote something I did not expect. "I am mad at you." My chest tightened. I typed, "I am sorry, I knew you would be." But then she continued, "I am mad because you went through all that basically alone. I am mad that you decided for me that I could not handle it. I am mad that you thought I would leave." I stared at those words as tears rolled down my face. Then she wrote, "But I am also not going anywhere." Her avatar moved closer to mine and sat on the bench. She typed, "If you only have a year, or 5 years, or 50, I do not care. I am staying until the end of whatever this is. So stop worrying about protecting me and just let me be here." I completely lost it at that point. Not in a dramatic movie way. Just quietly, with my forehead pressed to my keyboard, crying into the space bar while my avatar sat beside hers under a fake pixel sky. But the weird thing was, for the first time in forever, the heaviness in my chest felt a little lighter. After that, things did not magically become perfect. I still got tired. I still missed games. I still had days when just reading her messages drained me. But now, when I disappeared for a while, she knew why. She would send messages like, "Okay, invisible hospital ninja, drink water." Or, "I built a new house for us. You can tour it when you feel human again." Sometimes she would just sit in a lobby alone with my avatar idol, talking like I was there anyway. And honestly, that helped more than any medicine. One day, a few months later, my doctor came in with this tiny smile. He said the treatments were working better than expected, that the numbers were improving, that less than a year might not be true anymore. It did not mean I was fixed. I still had a long road. But for the first time, there was a maybe. A maybe for next year. A maybe for more Roblox games. A maybe for growing up. When I told Luna, she spammed the chat with so many emojis that my game lagged. She made a celebration party in Brookhaven, invited our online friends, decorated the house with signs that said Mia update, still here. It was the most ridiculous, wholesome thing ever. Standing there as my avatar, surrounded by these blocky characters jumping around me, I realized something. I had spent so long trying not to be a burden, that I accidentally turned myself into a ghost in my own life. I thought hiding my pain would protect people, but it just made me feel more alone. Telling the truth did not fix everything. It did not magically cure me. It did not erase the scary stuff. But it gave me something I did not realize I was missing. Real friendship. The kind where the other person actually knows you, not the version you edited to look easy and fun. Now, when I log into Roblox and see Luna Lights is in-game, my heart still does that little jump. Not because she does not know my secret, but because she does and she stayed.